What's up, guys? So, today I start off with some curls. I have the two 25-pound dumbbells at home, and I don't really know what I'm doing. And this is also why I haven't been posting for a while. There was the team event, the Table Monkeys team event, which is awesome. You can check that out at their channel. But yeah, before the event, I took a couple of weeks off from posting. Didn't have to. I mean, I thought that it would make sense because I'd be taking rest days, and you know, I have this thing where I want to post them every day. If I put I'd rather post them every day periodically than to post them every other day because that makes less sense. But honestly, I didn't even properly work out for it. I was just taking days off. Same with afterwards. I mean, I was sore, but at the same time, I just really didn't put any work in. And the more time I took off, the more, I started feeling oh, how do I, plan out, I need to plan out all my workouts, and I need to set up the camera, and I need to go at a time where there aren't a bunch of people in the gym that are going to be yelling at me and stuff. So and just sort of stayed away from the gym for a while because of all those things. But this part, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, just trying things out. But I just put it in the video because I always talk about consistency over quality, and if I'm not posting because I'm obsessed with quality, that's so stupid. So I'm just, the approach is to just do whatever, film it, and then say whatever and post it. That's really what I'm more gearing towards in terms of my mindset. So yeah, this is later. I went to the apartment gym for the first time in a while as well, just hanging and seeing how I feel. Did a pull-up. It hurt my elbow and it was hard, so that sort of lets me know that I'm sort of out of shape again. But again, I'm not too worried about that anymore because I have a decent amount of work that I've put in already, so it'll come back, I'm sure. And yeah, I just wanted to try out a lot of different pronation exercises. I like this weird strap thing that goes around the bottom of my wrist. I got this from the Voice of Arm Wrestling channel, which I should have looked up because I don't think I've even put it on properly. But at the same time, I didn't want to spend time researching and whatever. It just, because I've been off for so long, I just wanted to just walk into the gym and just do whatever, which is sort of how I always have done stuff. So, I ended up actually doing stuff, which is better than nothing, right? So here my thing might be a little wonky, but still just trying stuff out. And I've learned a few things actually, because I was talking a lot about how back pressure and pronation, and how you don't top roll a guy by just twisting your forearm. You need to have back pressure, which is bicep basically, or hammer curl strength. But at the same time, I noticed that you can drag back and your pronation can fail. So that's a big part of your link, your chain. And I have a big, for my standards, pronator on my left hand, the muscle, I can feel the little muscle, and on my right I don't. So that kind of bothers me, and just based on how my left feels, I can sort of imagine what my right could be with a really better developed pronator muscle. So that's honestly what that's what I'm gonna aim for the next however many days I'm training. Also, that's one of the things I realized I need to work on after the team event. So I think my main focus, strength wise, is going to be keeping my elbow healthy and more pronation. And technique wise, I learned a lot, but not like it was more the experience where like just subtle things, like not really things that you can say like, hey, I should have cupped more here or something like that. More like just subtle, like, just getting experience with the starts, the setup, and honestly, the setups are really good for me. Like, I felt that I didn't feel uncomfortable in the setup at all, whereas I felt super uncomfortable the whole time when I pulled mic for my first match ever. Um, and I don't know if that's just has to do with the roughing and stuff, because I was able to get everything I wanted. I didn't let anything go in any setup. Um, but yeah, once a match started, that like after the go, how the pressure settles, like that's something I wasn't really that used to. So that did feel a little bit like new, and sometimes when the match stopped, I would just get too excited and go for the pin too much instead of going for position. Um, but like overall though, like yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like I made too many big mistakes. Like it was just more strength. I needed more strength, and yeah, so you can see I'm trying out different pronation exercises. It feels a lot more natural on my left, just this whole movement, and I started to sort of zone in on how to work out that pronator muscle, because I think so far I'm using the 3 on the weight stack. It's still super lightweight, but I'm doing a more full range, more compound motion with my arm, and I noticed that I think at this point my pronator is simply not strong enough to handle the compound movements, and I have to try to isolate it, because I wasn't feeling anything there. And still here, like I get a pump, like because like these I don't have a rep range or anything. I just go and I do these until I feel burnt out, and I was feeling the burn in my whole arm really, and my upper forearm, which is not what I want. And so yeah, what I did was I lowered the weight even more, and then I started focusing on just the like much lower like smaller range of motion with just that twist, forearm twist, and then I started to feel that a lot more. So yeah, I mean, like that was sort of the main takeaway I have from this workout on how to train and stuff like that. Definitely gonna try out more of these like different strap positions, like, and like also I've done it before, but adding stuff onto your hand to get more range of motion in certain areas and stuff like that. Just like modifying it. But overall, I used to think that this what I'm doing over around my thumb was not good for me, because it felt like I was doing more of a bicep curl than actually pronating, because once you get fully pronated, there's no pressure on your pronator really. But what I noticed that is it works your thumb really well, and actually that's one of the things that I want to work on more, is my thumb, because I have a pretty decent thumb on my left, and on my right I don't. So yeah, like actually I felt that was super important as well. Like people talk about just hand strength. I think actually thumb strength is something that's important, that's not talked about, and it gives you a lot of control, like out of straps, having a stronger thumb. And yeah, I feel like people say grippers aren't useful, which I actually think I'm going to get into grippers soon, because I think that's kind of bullshit. But I think what's really important is your thumb strength. And yeah, if you have good thumb strength and just that flat fingered containment, cup, back pressure, like yes, I think that's all you need, but definitely need the thumb as well, because obviously when people talk about the fundamentals, they don't really talk about that thumb strength. So yeah, I'm definitely going to find a way to work that into my pronation stuff as well, and just honestly I think I'm just going to start working on my thumb by itself as well. And yeah, like honestly, like also in terms of the focus of the training, like I wish I could move some of my strengths into my weaknesses, like like if I'm pulling someone and I feel that one thing that limits me, I just want to focus on that. So for example, I don't want to do wrist curls anymore because my wrist like doesn't go back, but at the same time I go with my arm when I'm losing, so I don't actually let it go back. You know, that's the whole thing with Ryan Bones, like losing your hand is a choice, which is like, you know, if you lift your elbow up and just follow your arm, like your hand with your arm, then yeah, your wrist won't go back. And obviously, like, there's it's not so simple as to just say, you know, it's always a choice, but I understand what he's saying, and I think it makes sense. And but at the same time, like, yeah, like I was saying, like, you know, if my wrist doesn't go back, and then, you know, like why don't I just get a shit ton more like back pressure and pronation, and that would be better than making my wrist, you know. So now I just don't want to do wrist curls, you know, even though I should, and I probably still will. And the same thing with my left and right, you know, like I didn't even care about my left, and it turns out it's doing better than my right, and it's like I don't even want to train my left anymore, especially after I took some time off before the team event training my left. And you know, like, I'll get over it, but like, yeah, I'm just going over what I was thinking during the workout. Like, I'm just trying not as hard when I'm doing my left, just less effort. Oh yeah, you can see here I've lowered the weight, and I think this is working out that pronator more efficiently. Just feeling the burn right there instead of just all over my bicep and stuff like that. But yeah, like my left is, you know, I think it's just more developed in this motion, and I'm just like not. It's hard to focus at the same focus, like give equal focus to both things. But yeah, that's something. And what else? I mean, just it's so hard. I don't know, like it's just so hard to really internalize the whole consistency over quality, because, you know, like here I say I wasn't trying, but it's still probably like 70% of my effort, or 60%, and I really want to be able to just put in 10 or 15% and have no shame, and that's so hard to get over. And then same with my schoolwork. It's basically, the problem is not that I want to produce low quality work, it's just that the second I start obsessing about quality, I can't get started. It gets in my head way too much. So yeah, that's something that I need to deal with in terms of my just psychology and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess those are all the thoughts I have for right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So thanks for watching, guys.